Alright, so Governor Lawal left PDP, People's Democratic Congress, for All Progressive Congress, which is APC. He left PDP, he evacuated, let me use that word, he evacuated from PDP to APC. Things that happen now. So I will explain very clearly. When I mean very clearly, deeply, I will explain step by step so that you can understand the politics, and the court case, and why the reason behind his evacuation from PDP. It's not a joking matter. It's not a joking matter. Forget I'm laughing. Let's digress. So who is this person? Who is this governor? And what state is he leading? Well, Governor Dauda, he's the current governor of Zamfara State in Nigeria. So he belonged, as been said before, he belonged to PDP party. You understand? People's Democratic Party. That was where he belonged. But he left. To join. I've said this before, you understand, but I'm getting somewhere. He left to join APC. And that is what they call defection. That is what they call defection in politics. You understand? Defection. Living from here to another place, to another party congress. You understand? So I'm just telling you guys so that you guys can know some political words. You understand? So that when they're speaking outside, you understand, you speak different and flow different. I'm lecturing you guys in politics. Don't say, oh, you left. If you say, be like, yeah, you defected from there. I heard it though. He defected from here to this here. You understand? I'm trying to lecture you guys, and also, it's just impacting. You understand? That's just all I'm here for. So let's digress. So what really happened? What really triggered, or what really made him defect from PDP? What really made him? So, but that defection he did though, that him leaving PDP to APC, it was official for you all to know. Before he left the PDP, he first had a meeting with the officials, you understand, discussing with the political leaders in Zamfara, the stakeholders in the state, and the party supporters, people that are supporting him, you understand, in his movement, in all his movements in PDP and all the rest. The official announcement, he announced it, you understand, the announcement took place, he announced it at the Zamfara government house in Gusau, like Gusau, Gusau. So his main reason for evacuating from there was because PDP are having a very dangerous, serious crisis right now as we speak. They're having a very big crisis, like internally. If you have been following my video, if you've been really be current, you understand my videos, I'm talking about PDP, the crisis, everything from the beginning to the end, you understand, and how it started. It's been explained well, you understand. So this one is just to touch some highlights of some things going on in PDP. So inside PDP, each of the members are having a serious quanta. A serious basic, you understand, and one kind of necessary basic, because they're having quanta of who control the party, who go in charge of the party, who should lead the party, and who should contest election. You understand? That's the quanta. That's some of the problems, some of the crisis. That's the problem. That's one of the causes of this crisis now. This internal war now. This internal crisis. It's one of the problems. And you all know that when a political party or when a political party congress is behaving this way, it's a really big damage to them, and it can make them divide, like split into two. They will be confused, or they won't even know what they are doing again. So because of this quanta, because of this crisis, you understand? If you don't know what crisis is, quanta will say, you understand? I no go agree for you, you no go agree for me. No one go agree for each other. So because of this crisis, they're just charging themselves court for this, and them charging themselves to court. This creates a big legal problem for the party. For example, let me give an example now. In my other video, I've been talking about this. APC, as you all know, for those of you that doesn't know though, APC and PDP has two factions, which is two groups inside them. So one of those groups, you understand, is that PDP. In that PDP, they'll say no, they are the real leaders. You understand? Why the other group go say no, I don't agree. We are the real leaders. And these two quarter will happen for the faction now. PDP. I be leader, no be leader. You no be leader, now us be leader. No be leader. What do they see right now? Child. And here is when this big crisis, this major crisis now that's going on in PDP. Here is why when it happened. So it happened when they held their convention coming together, or a convention meeting, you understand, when they held their convention, like their national convention, when all PDP, all states, when they come together, and And party convention, what they talk about, you understand? The national convention, what they talk about, no be small convention. No. This is a big convention where political parties, you understand, come together to meet themselves. Where all, let me use that word, where all political members comes together to meet themselves. And whereby meeting themselves, they elect leaders. They make major decisions, you understand, and they prepare the right people for that goes for the election, the election seat or the presidential seat, anyone, you understand, whether the state level or the local level or the presidential level. That is with the right time. they find the right person, you know. That's when they elect. That's when they bring up the main person we go represent them, or we go become the leader. I understanding how this is relating, you understand. And this invention was held in Ibadan State, Ibadan, Oyo State. You understand? If you're familiar with that, Ibadan is a very popular place. If you're really familiar, you go know, and you know how the structure of Ibadan is. I've never been there, but it was held there in Ibadan or Oyo State. But after all the whole convention and everything, now they coming together, it now turned out to become a court case. But they don't come they now turned out to become a court case convention. It's a peaceful convention where they come. In everything after all the whole convention, our court case, they can carry their land. Sure. So as they take the court, as you know, the matter landed to, as the convention landed to the court, you know, Federal High Court of Nigeria. So this judge, whether they call Omotosho, James Omotosho, he gave a rule, he gave an order that the electoral body, and the electoral body are the INEC officials. You understand? The INEC, the full meaning of the INEC, the Independence National Electoral Commission. You understand? He gave a rule to the electoral bodies that they should make sure they don't recognize the result of the convention, which is the convention that the PDP held. You understand? Should make sure that they don't recognize it. That means for them not recognizing it is invalid. You understand? It's an invalid convention. That's what it means. You understand? So the whole thing of James Omotosho is saying is that the INEC, they should not accept the leaders, you understand, that was elected and the convention. They should not accept, you know, they should not accept them. You know, they should not accept the leaders that were chosen at the convention. And that was a very, very big blow. Like when I mean very, very big blow to PDP. It was a very big blow to that party PDP. I feel that pain, child. So let me read according to the appeal court, you understand, the reason. Make I read what the appeal court decided to do, you understand. Make I tell you now. Understand? Let me read it from the article. So, although PDP was not happy with the appeal court's decision, I mean to say. So PDP was not happy at all. When I mean, I told you guys it was big, it was mind-blowing to them. So they were not happy at all for that decision James Omotosho gave. This James Omotosho, he terrorized people. Hey God. So they were not happy. They now had to took it to the appeal court of Nigeria. They wanted the appeal court to cancel, you know, the case. James Omotosho, which is from the Federal High Court, wanted the appeal court to cancel it. You understand? To be against it. You understand? So that they can hold it legally and be like, okay, yeah, we want it. You understand? But the appeal court said no. They said no. Say they didn't. Say they don't cancel anything. And immediately as they talk no, they dismissed the APC. You understand? The PDP appeal. You understand? That the case that was being submitted, they dismissed it. They dismissed the case. So that means the earlier ruling, you understand, the people that were ruling before, they still remain valid. You understand? No choosing of new leaders. You understand? And for them, for the appeal court say no, that also means, you know, the INEC will work with the earlier ruling leaders. You understand? People that are still ruling, PDP, the higher people. You understand? They work with what the appeal court says and what the Federal High Court, Chief Omotosho, what he said. So that go with that. A big mess. So here is the main, you know, problem. Here is the main reason why this governor left. You understand? So for a governor that wants to run for, that wants to be re-elected, that wants to run for another seat, you understand, for another tenure. This crisis now that is going on within PDP is dangerous. You understand? He will be very, very affected with this war now, that is this internal conflict that's going on with PDP. When I mean it can affect him, you understand? They affect how, for you to understand how they affect, you understand, how it can affect him. The party candidates may be disqualified for the election. Do you understand why he left? And you know, I just want to understand the extent of the effect of this crisis so they go on for PDP. You know, election may be invalid. It can become invalid. You know, the election You understand? The upcoming, if you won't go for upcoming election now, it's invalid because it's people inside party where you belong to never even settle themselves. You understand? So that crisis alone is a big invalidity for him. You understand? To go for the election. That's reason 2. Reason 3 is that when a party is having is having crisis, when a party like PDP is having crisis, already the party is already reducing their political strength. Because you cannot tell me someone we don't fight now with someone when they fight. But when they quarrel now, how would they have strength? They won't even be organized. So that's what I mean by they are losing their political strength. You understand? The thing they talk A, they talk B, they won't even know what they are doing. And they don't know their right, they don't know their left. You understand? And they'll be very weak to come out to withstand their opposing opponents. So here is what people say that before he left the law, this is what he said, that he didn't just live like that. You understand? Spokesman said that he tried, and this governor Dauda, he tried to bring them back together. You understand? He tried to reconcile, he tried to make them reconcile. But as things they go, it was duplicating. The crisis was duplicating. You understand? So he was like, no, I can't stay here. He just evacuated. He defected immediately. All say so. He defected. What do you think? Do you think he made the right decision by defecting from PDP? Or is it because he wants his benefit, or he's just saying all this? He knows his own reason. You understand that he will benefit from it. Like, benefit is not like, he knows that. Do you think that he's doing the wrong things, or is he afraid that if APC win for 2027? I don't want to put words inside you in your mouth. You understand? But do you think that he's just giving unnecessary excuses for him leaving, or he's just saying that? Maybe he just be saying he talk so that people will not be like he has left. He has left. You don't go enter PDP, APC. He has left. Then I have to give all these reasons. Do you think the reason he gave is valid? For him leaving PDP? What do you think? Wow. Me, I will talk say this. You can no share talk. You can leave our phone now. Let me hear from your mouth before they could talk say that me put word for our mouth.